Hello everyone, welcome back to Miss Bunny, and if you're new, welcome just the same. Today I'm going to be talking about my experience on the tretinoin cream versus the gel. So a couple months back, well it's probably more than a couple months back, but whenever it was, I made a video talking about my experiences on both and if I'm seeing progress or not from it. Well, to make a long story short, after being on the tretinoin cream for about 3 months, I started to have actually about a 70% increase in acne and inflammation. It was affecting, my eyes were even getting swollen, it was affecting my vision. And after being on it for about, I think I was on the tretinoin, which is also including the gel and the cream, I was probably on it for a good 6 months. And I was noticing zero improvement. I was actually noticing things getting worse, and so I was trying to figure out what is going on, because you know, this cream that is supposed to be helping with cystic acne is doing absolutely nothing. So I had to dig deeper. I found out that I have food sensitivities to nightshades. That includes things like corn, potatoes, russet potatoes, tomatoes, eggplants, and those were foods that I was eating all the time. It would have been nice, you know, if I knew that like a year or two ago, but at least I know that now. And I can definitely say that the inflammation has gone down tremendously. Of course, there's still the acne and the breakouts, but the feeling of the inflammation from the neck up is completely gone. I also stopped eating meats, not because I really want to, but I noticed that when I stopped, that the inflammation even was lessening more, that I don't have pain all over my face as I used to. So now I am not on the gel or the tretinoin, but I am having a skincare routine. I use fragrance-free for cleanser for my face. I have a calming toner which does not have an astringent in it. I also use 2.5 benzoyl peroxide, and I also use a vitamin B lotion. And I can definitely say that it has helped it. You can still see patches of inflammation. They're definitely still there and underneath the neck, but I can say that there has been an improvement, and I've only been doing this for about 4 weeks, about a month. So there's a couple other things, like I mentioned, that I'm not having meat anymore, so I'm experimenting with a lot more vegetables. I have a smoothie in the morning, and I have like a salad and vegetables for lunch. And I also love hummus. So I like to have hummus with cassava chips. So cassava flour is a root. It is not a grain, so you don't have to worry about carbs turning into sugar, which can cause inflammation to acne. And then for dinner, I like to have, again, vegetables. I incorporate a lot of vegetables and fruits for each meal. Even if it's dinner, I still like to have fruit. But of course, what I do is not going to work for everybody else, so you really have to dig deep and kind of be your own Sherlock Holmes and kind of figure out what works best for you, because everyone's different. You know, I've been going to doctors and dermatologists for a long time, and they've been trying to figure out what's going on. And, you know, none of them really said, well, maybe it's a food sensitivity, because I already had so much out of my diet that I don't eat. So they figure surely it can't be anything since you're so healthy and you eat well. But I did notice that once I started taking out those nightshades of the foods I mentioned earlier, there has definitely been an improvement. I've also been doing acupuncture, which I can't say has really helped with acne per se, but it's helped with my sleep. And I noticed that the more sleep you get, the better your acne is. So that's something that I've been doing. My acupuncturist introduced me to something that is called dry brushing. So I got my brush here, and you don't want to use one that's of synthetic material. That's gross, because that's like using like plastic to rub on your skin. That's just bad. So you basically just do brushes like this all around, and it's supposed to help with exfoliating and blood circulation, which can help with acne. Now note, very, very, very important, you do not use this on your face or neck. Don't do that. That would be so not good. But it works with circulation with everything else, which in turn will help the skin on your face without you putting it on there. bad idea if you put on. I mean, listen to this. Listen. That's way too hard to be putting on your face. Don't do it. It'll make things worse. So anyway, those are some things that I've been doing. Want to give an update on that and explain that's been a food sensitivity. So now we're going to see the progress of that. So we can tell that there is still dark patches of inflammation, but before it was all over my neck down to here, up on the side of my face. My nose had it even a lot really bad. My chin's pretty much clear. My nose is clear. My forehead's getting a little bit more clear. This side I have more inflammation because I sleep on this side with my pillow. And I irritate it. So I've been changing the pillowcase every day because I think that's important to lessen that. And I'm very careful with conditioners, shampoos, and toothpastes, and all those type of things have a very big role, and so I can go along with my journey and explain to you what I'm doing, keep you up on that. And also, I can give recipes of foods that I've been trying that are supposed to be non-inflammatory. But again, everyone's different. Everyone's food sensitivity is going to be different. So what works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work. So with all the new things that I'm doing and trying and exploring, I want to share this with all of you who would like to have not just an acne-free lifestyle, but I mean like a healthier lifestyle altogether with these type of things, with like dry brushing and foods, and even, you know, positivity about yourself, all those kind of good things. I think all of it is important because, you know, one thing affects everything. So if you can help one thing about yourself, you can make 100 things better about yourself improve. Catch me next time because I'm going to be having some super cool videos coming up about foods and all that good stuff.